The new season back will soon fade to black if the floodlights turn off.
There will be no away dates with all of your mates if the floodlights turn off.
There'll be no bag of cans or a bus full of fans if the floodlights turn off.
There'll be no Friday night lights or last minute delights if the floodlights turn off.
There will be no singing from the stands with the rest of the fans if the floodlights turn off.
There will be no cup final days when your favourite team plays if the floodlights turn off.
There will be no post-match discussions about last-ditch tackle repercussions if the floodlights turn off.
There will be no more over there, what's the score or singing anymore if you turn your floodlights off.
We've seen some scores and nail misses. Celebrate it with hugs and kisses. Don't turn your floodlights off.
We're in this together and we'll help you get better. Don't turn your floodlights off.
We are a family of supporters, our clubs, sons and daughters. Don't turn your floodlights off.
In the dark of night, we can be your light. Don't turn the floodlights off.
You've been with us around the bend. We're with you as a comrade and friend. Don't turn your floodlights off.
For all the heaviness you hide, we're here by your side. Don't turn your floodlights off.
Please don't cross the line. We still have extra time. Don't turn your floodlights off.
This is not your final whistle. This is not your final whistle.
This is not your final whistle.
This is not your final whistle. Please don't turn your floodlights off.
Welcome here to St. Coleman's Park for another SSE Electricity League First Division game. It's Cobh Ramblers at home to Cabinteely. My name is Thomas Stafford and I'm joined here by John O'Rourke. John, looking forward to the game tonight?
Absolutely, Thomas, yeah. 4 games left. It's all to play for, you know, and Cobh got a great win. We got a great win last week in Galway, so hoping to push on again now tonight.
Exactly. Tonight's game is brought to you by Paul Geesley of Relive It, so they're providing the stream once again this evening. Tonight's game is sponsored by Tennants Building Products, and our match ball sponsor tonight is Player Stat Data. So Cabinteely are about to get us underway. Cabinteely playing into the clubhouse end while Ramblers are playing into the Liam McMahon stand. I'll do a quick run through the teams. So for Cobh, there's one change from last week's brilliant win up in Galway. That one change comes up front as Dara Crowley, who suffered an injury in that game, he makes way for Conor Joynin. So the Ramblers team tonight, in goal, Sean Barron, then John Kavanagh, Charlie Lyons, Ian Turner, Pierce Phillips, Dave Hurley, Nathan Coleman, Lee Devitt, Conor Joynin, Daryl Walsh and Greg Henry. And the subs tonight are Kevin Taylor, Stephen O'Leary, Cathal Crowley, Gavin Ryan, Jack Leonard, Martin Collin, and Chris O'Reilly. As John Kavanagh has the ball here on the right-hand side. A quick run through the Cabinteely team as well. So 3 changes for them from their defeat in Wexford 5-1. So in goal is Corey Chambers. Then we've Daniel Blackburn, Jonathan Carlin, Connor Keeley, Keith Dalton, Luke Clucas, Paul Fox, Owen Massey, Vilius Labitis, Jack Connolly, and Kevin Knight. And the Cabinteely subs tonight, Alex Aspel, Zach O'Neill, Kieran Marty Waters, Robert Dunn, Dylan Thornton, Mitch Byrne, and Peter Quinlan. And a chance here for Connor joining, but well intercepted by the Cabinteely defence. So as we spoke about last week's result, a brilliant 1-0 win up in Galway. Ian Turner with the winner that night. John, did you hear much about the game?
Yeah, they played very, very well. Well-deserved 3 points. It was great to see him bounce back from the previous 3 defeats in a row. So, you know, it's all about consistency, Thomas. As I said, there's 4 games left, so didn't get a consistent run. And those 4 games we're sure to pick up a playoff spot, you know?
Yeah, and that result was definitely evidence that it's impossible to call games. Galway had won 5 on the bounce. We had lost 3 on the bounce, and we still came away with 3 points. So nothing's guaranteed in this division.
Yeah, crazy times. Every team has beaten everyone else. Even looking at Cabinteely's form the last few weeks, I spoke here before we came on that they were top of the table pre-COVID, and after COVID they seem to have just fell away.
And even looking at the results last night, Athlone with a 2-0 win away to Draw had a completely unexpected win for them. And I suppose it makes our defeat up there a few weeks ago look not as crazy as we thought. Athlone must be putting something together, and they're doing something right up there.
Yeah, absolutely. They're turning things around, but obviously not in time for them to challenge for a playoff spot. Maybe they're focusing on next season. But it just goes to show again, each team in this division is quite prepared, or quite good enough to beat another team, you know. So all to play for the last 4 games for everyone.
And Lee Devitt there receiving some attention on the side of the pitch, but he's perfectly okay to come back on. And Pierce Phillips with the ball now, closed down quickly by Cabinteely. Greg Henry deputising at centre back once again as Ben O'Riordan continues his recovery from an ankle problem. It's kept him out for a few games now, so hopefully we'll see Ben back in the Claret and Blue sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I think particularly the last home game that we did, Thomas, he was missed because of his aerial abilities, you know. The 2 lads from Bray Wanderers quite good in the air, caused us a bit of problems. So hopefully Greg Henry and
Kavanagh with a pass back of sorts. Barron gets a parry on it, but it's still here with Cabinteely. Early chance for Cabinteely, off the line. And absolutely out of nothing there, Cabinteely with the effort cleared off the line. It came from a pass of sorts from Kavanagh back to Barron. Didn't know much about it. Barron got a parry on it. And Kavanagh the ball back into the box, but don't think Charlie Lyons knew too much about it.
No, and it's really something that wasn't created by Cabinteely, you know. It was on Cole's fault. Ooh, he's gone, is he?
And it's a bad follow through there on Nathan Coleman. And it's the first yellow card of the evening goes to Vilius Labitis of Cabinteely. A follow through on Nathan Coleman. So he gets himself in the book early on. So quite a bit of action already in the game, and we're only a few minutes in. Sean Barron to take the free kick. He'll be glad to have gotten another clean sheet, Sean, last week after conceding quite a few.
Yeah, crazy, Ronnie. Was it 4 in a row clean sheets?
Yeah.
Prior to the UCD game?
Yeah, and by all accounts, he had another great game in Galway. Managed to keep out quite a few chances. Cabinteely attack on this left-hand side. Darryl Walsh manages to get a vital tackle in there, and Barron is there to collect. Here's Ian Turner now on the ball. Plays it back to Kavanagh. Kavanagh looks to go long for joining, but straight out of play by Kavanagh. So looking at the Cabinteely team, a few players to keep tabs on. Kevin Knight, the centre-backs, probably the most experienced player in the Cabinteely side. He's been through the league with the likes of Bray, Shamrock Rovers, the original form a couple of years back. He was on that team. Played for Longford and that loan as well. So he's had plenty of trips down to Cobh over the years. Their captain tonight, Conor Keeley, is a former Shells man who played here quite a bit with Shelburne down through the years. And Jack Connolly, their number 19, was formerly on the books of Sunderland, so another player to keep an eye on. Coleman here tries to hold it, but Labitis gets in front.
Scrappy enough opening of the game, really, Thomas. No team has dominated. No one's got a grip on the game so far, yeah.
Ball runs into Coleman. Nice ball out here to Kavanagh. Kavanagh plays it early. Looks for joining, but that's easily cleared by Keeley. Here's Paul Fox now on the left wing. He's looked lively so far this game. Fox against Henry. Fox finds Labitis, falls nicely, and Keith Dalton it was, but well closed down by Charlie Lyons. Cabinteely players with a bit of time on the ball there.
Yeah, I think
enjoying some good spells.
John Kavanagh went forward there from the right full position and lost the ball, unfortunately, but space was in behind him and Cabinteely utilised it very well.
And the throw in finds Dalton. Darryl Walsh does well. Devitt now, and it's a Cabinteely throw. Owen Massey now plays it to Dalton. Hurley. Bit of head tennis there. Here's Clucas. Claims for a penalty. Waved away by the referee. Off the post by Paul Fox. Brilliant effort from Paul Fox there.
Super strike. Keeper wasn't moving.
And free kick for Cabinteely now. Yeah, it was Paul Fox, the left winger. He's looked lively since he came on. Yeah. Brilliant effort by him. Get the ball out of his feet early, and not much Barron could do about it. Cracked off the post.
Great strike was, yeah. Come on, I think he could be the danger man there, Thomas, in the early stages. We've seen that, as I said earlier, he got in behind John Kavanagh, put in a cross. Yeah. And he just, as you said there, he executed a left foot strike there. Very good, very good.
Paul Fox came through the Cabinteely youth set up through under 17, under 19, and now impressing at senior level.
Very good.
Got his first goal for the club against Cobh back in 2017, so he's used to scoring against us. Dalton whips it in, good ball.
Keeper stranded.
And it was Conor Keeley, the captain.
He got away with absolute murder there.
Fell perfectly for Keeley, and it looked like all he had to do was direct it towards the net. Early warning signs for Cobh there, off the post from Fox. Keeley with a brilliant chance, and Ramblers seem a bit shell-shocked. Cabinteely don't look like a team who would have lost 5-1 to Wexford last week. Carlin, and Carlin's won himself a throw. Bit of a battle there already between those two. Kevin Knight to take the throw. Henry against Clucas, falls for Hurley. Hurley to Coleman, tries to set Turner. Connor joining to chase this down. But Corey Chambers, the Cabinteely goalkeeper, sees it out for a goal kick. Another player who's been around the league for quite a while, Corey Chambers, had a spell with Wexford, with Waterford, and spent a bit of time at Bray. So Wexford probably the team he's most known for. Goes beyond Lyons, and now it's with Dalton again. They've looked threatening down the wings, Cabinteely, John.
Yeah, they're using space really well, Thomas. Getting it out to their wingman and launching their attacks from there. But nothing really seriously troubling Cobh.
Coleman looks to find joining.
Other than the strike and the chance. As I said earlier, there's no team has dominated yet.
Yeah, the two chances really didn't come from great spells of play. It was a free kick and a poor ball back by Kavanagh. So Henry sees it out for a throw. As Kevin Knight takes the throw once again, tries to find Lebetis. And Henry knocks that out for another Cabinteely throw-in. Cabinteely on a 5-game unbeaten streak against Ramblers. So if you go back to May 2018 for our last win, that was here, a 1-0 win thanks to a Cian Leonard goal. So we haven't beaten them in a while, and they're a bit of a bogey team for us, I think.
Hopefully that'll change tonight.
Exactly. Charlie Lyons looks to keep out Clucas, and his ambitious bicycle kick doesn't trouble Sean Barron. As Barron drives this towards the left-hand side, looks for Devitt. Pierce Phillips and Dave Hurley in the middle there try and get the ball, but Cabinteely come away with it. Clucas tries ball over the top for Fox. And Fox tried the volley, but it was well over the crossbar of Sean Barron's goal.
I think Fox is buoyed by his last effort. He's trying to shoot from everywhere now.
Exactly.
There's more composure there, and he, could have got past the defender and in.
Yeah, the Cobh midfield hasn't got into the game yet. If we can get the likes of Phillips and Hurley on the ball a bit more, controlling it from the centre, then might see a bit more possession. Blackburn's ball forward goes straight to Barron. Only 3 changes tonight. Daniel Blackburn, formerly of Bray Wanderers. Henry looks for Coleman, but that will go beyond the former Carrigaline man. Good pressure from Coleman there, and he forces Carlin out with the ball. So Cobh have a throw in deep into Cabinteely half.
Now it's an opportunity for Cobh to put something together, Thomas. It's probably the only time that they have possession deep in Cabinteely's half since the game.
Yeah, the Cabinteely goalkeeper hasn't been tested yet, and neither really of his defence. So good throw from Kavanagh, finds Coleman or finds Turner, but
weak effort.
Never connected with it properly. Turner scoring his 2nd goal of the season last week in that vital win over Galway. So the Cobh goals this year have been very spread out. Charlie Lyons, our top scorer, with 3, and then there's a load of them.
And he's the centre half.
Yeah, exactly. And he got 2 of them here in one game against Galway. So
that's right.
So yeah, plenty of players on 2. Good play by joining, and not a bad strike by joining, but just over the crossbar.
Good turn and good strike. Positivity shown there.
Start for Conor Joynin, seems to be used as an impact sub mostly this season, but
he's getting a chance tonight now with Darragh Crowley injured. Because as you mentioned, they're begging for some striker to come in and start getting their own goals, So hopefully he might start tonight.
Yeah, he got the winner against Shamrock Rovers. Good ball here for Clucas, and delayed slightly. Lebetis out to Paul Fox. Fox's cross. Barron gets a punch on it. Might fall nicely. Barron catches the header there from Jack Conley. And Barron tries the early clearance. Coleman up against Carlin. Carlin wins it. And Massey cleans it up. It's Charlie Lyons now. He looks for Coleman once again, but that'll go beyond the striker.
Oh, it's very long balls. They're Cobh trying. They're not trying to get through midfield. I don't know. No one in midfield looking for the ball to start making the play happen. They need to get a grip of it. So one of the central midfielders will have to try and come and get on the ball and get a grip on this game.
Chambers drills a long ball down, and Lyons gets his head on it. Took a deflection, so Cobh have to throw. One other game in the first division tonight. Longford entertaining Galway in another crucial game in the playoff race. So these two games will have a big say in the promotion push. Very tight there at the moment. So ourselves and Galway are on 20 points, and then UCD on Cabinteely on 23 points. So UCD in 4th, Cabinteely 5th, Galway 6th, and ourselves 7th. So just 3 points there separating the 4 teams.
Yeah, you mentioned goals there, Thomas. The lack of really is could come up.
Yeah,
could come up as a cropper for us because we're -2. Are we?
Yeah, we're -2. Cabinteely -3. So slightly worse than us, and then Galway +4, UCD +9. So that +9 there for UCD is almost an extra point.
Yeah, we could consider it. So yeah.
Cabinteely with the quick corner to Connolly. He's closed down by Darrell Walsh. It falls for Dalton again. But Cobh do well to clear it. It's ambitious effort in there by Lebitis, but
great ball in. The keeper had to deal with it, which
yeah.
he did, to be fair to him.
Yeah, Barron fouled there in the process and wins the free kick. Sean Barron takes the goal kick. Again, goes slightly to the left. That's a good header there from Blackburn. Hurley back to Henry. Blackburn gets underneath it, and it's a good header to Massey. Just looking at last night's results in the First Division, Bray had a 3-1 win at UCD, which certainly helps them at the top of the table. Athlone were surprise 2-0 winners away to Drogheda, so a bit of a shock result there. Tainer Dogan's second goal for Athlone just inside the opposition half, well worth a look online. And Shamrock Rovers 2 were 2-0 winners at Wexford. So the game's coming thick and fast in the First Division. Most teams with 3 games left. But it remains 0-0 here in St. Coleman's Park. Quite a bit of action, most of it coming towards Sean Barnes' goal, but remains 0-0. Best chance of the game. Paul Fox had a cracking effort off the post, but wasn't to be for Cabinteely. Barron looks to find Kavanagh, and it might just go beyond Kavanagh. Cobh Ramblers under-19s were also in action today away to UCD, so we do await a full-time score from the capital in that game, the first game of their Shield competition. Pierce Phillips now, nice ball for Devitt. Devitt back to Phillips, and just might fall for joining. Blackburn gets his head on it to Dalton. His head for Clucas. Nice control there from Clucas. Tries to go deep into the Cobh half, and Lyons does well to clear. Again, cleared by Lyons to Hurley. And Mike just kept in there. Cabinteely do well. Both sides exchanging possession frequently at the moment. Turner with a big hit, but nothing comes of it. 2 Cobh players there, or Hurley is down, and Lebitis gets back up fairly quickly. Hurley looks like he's in a slight bit of pain, but shouldn't be anything too serious.
Yeah, he went into a tackle, Tom, and he didn't commit himself to the tackle, and as a result, he comes out the wrong side of it. Unfortunately, you got to go in and commit to those tackles.
Yeah, Cabinteely not afraid to get stuck in when they need to.
No,
the likes of Carlin, yeah.
I think it's a reflection on the game because Cabinteely have taken control of the central midfield area. Dave Hurley and Pierce Phillips just haven't got on the ball. They haven't won a tackle, they haven't won a header. Everything, they're losing the battle at the moment in there, and that's where games are won and lost. So they need to up their game and get a grip to get Cobh going forward,
It's Keith Dalton standing over this free kick for Cabinteely. Good opportunity for him to find the likes of Knight and Keeley coming up from the back.
There was a Keith Dalton played for Cobh Ramblers many moons ago.
Possibly a distant relative, but unlikely, I'd imagine.
Funny enough, he wore the number 7 as well.
Yeah, this Dalton came through at Dundalk, but understandably found first team opportunities limited up in Oriel Park. Had a spell at Bohemians as well, but seems to be enjoying his football now at Cabinteely and is a key part of their first team. What position did that Keith Dalton play?
Centre mid.
Very similar. So
yeah.
And Dalton found Carlin. Now it's Knight. He tries to cross it in. Falls nicely. And 1-0. Jack Connolly with the goal. Completely unmarked at the far side. And it was the third or fourth ball that fell to him, and he didn't make any mistake from 8 yards. Smashed his volley. And it's the away side who take the lead here in St. Coleman's Park. And it was coming, like John said. The visitors have started a better. Cobh just haven't been in the game since the opening few minutes. And it's 1-0 to Cabinteely. It was Dalton's ball in. Fell to Carlin. He got a touch. Then it went to Kevin Knight. He whipped the ball to the back post. That ball then fell for Connolly. And he volleyed home. Sean Byrne with no chance.
Great finish into the back of the net. But the opportunity was gifted to him, really.
Yeah, it wasn't even the first ball in. There was plenty of chances to clear it. So the Cobh defence will be disgusted with themselves. Next few minutes are key now for Ramblers.
Yeah, I think it's a reflection now the game is gone. Cobh didn't start well at all. It's just hitting whole ball up to the front end. A lot of balls just played and went over the line. So there was no pattern to their play. No looking for the ball in the middle of the park, as I said, and right passing midfield. And they were losing the middle of the park. So they just have to, hopefully that goal will just kickstart them and get them going again.
Jack Connolly, the former Sunderland man, getting the goal, and Cabinteely understandably delighted with that, as Hurley now has the ball. Tries to find Coleman, but Chambers is there to pick. Go. Looking to go long once again, Corey Chambers. It's a kick deep into the Cobh half. Henry gets a head on it, but Kavanagh's there to clean it up. Walsh now. Long ball once again. Kevin Knight has to deal with it, but he leaves it run for a Cabinteely throw-in. The experienced campaigner, Kevin Knight, has had a number of spells with the Dublin club. It's nice play by Massey there. Good play by Massey to keep control. Goes back to Knight, and Coleman closes down, stays in place. So Cabinteely under a bit of pressure. Back to Chambers. Chambers goes first time, falls to Turner, but Turner miscontrols, and Cabinteely have it once again. Lyons gets out in front. Dalton now on the right wing for Cabinteely. Plays it in front for Connolly, the goal scorer. But good tackle there from Darryl Walsh. Or Charlie Lyons it was. And Cabinteely have a corner. Cobh under a bit of pressure once again. Paul Fox will go over to take it on the far side near the Cobh Ramblers dressing rooms. The North Bank with a few spectators in it tonight. Season ticket holders allowed in only due to restrictions, with a few other tickets went on sale earlier today. Fox whips it in. It's a good ball. And it's off the line once again from Ramblers. Darryl Walsh, I think it was. Or Lee Devitt. That looked very close for Cabinteely. Another
free header in the corner.
It's a great ball in from Fox. And Ramblers completely left the Cabinteely attacker unmarked.
Yeah, as I said earlier, Ben O'Riordan's aerial ability has been missed last game as well. As I said, 2 goals from headers, corners.
And Ramblers making a very early substitution. David Hurley making way.
I was having that tackle that he wasn't committed to.
And it's
It will
number
be a big
18.
loss. It will be a big loss because his deliveries from set pieces always cause problems for the opposing teams.
It's 18. Martin Collin to come on for Cobh Ramblers. An early change for the Rams. So Martin Collin will come into midfield alongside Phillips. And Dave Hurley having to make way. That knock he took about 5-10 minutes ago has ended his game. So Lee Devitt now, a chance for Cobh. And Devitt wins a corner. I was looking at the appearances for the season earlier, and these are the first minutes of the season that Dave Hurley will miss. He has played every minute of every league game up to now.
He's been a constant there for the Rams, yeah. And as I said, his quality from deliveries to set pieces is unreal. Always caused problems for opposing teams. Led to many a goal that we scored here. So he's a big loss from that point of view.
Yes, the likes of Pierce Phillips now and Lee Devitt will have to kind of step up to the mark in that regard.
I think the whole team will have to step up, Tom, because
Turner, great ball. And it's a goal! Cobh Ramblers 1-1. And it's Charlie Lyons.
Oh, yeah.
Charlie Lyons once again.
Top scorer in half.
And great response from Ramblers. We were only just talking how they find the net without Hurley. Well, they've done it, and it's top scorer Charlie Lyons with his 4th goal of the season. Ian Turner had the corner on the far side, and it fell for Charlie Lyons, and he made no mistake from 2 yards out.
There's a bit of luck involved, Thomas, but we've benefited from it, so hopefully he'll kick as again.
Turner now, Cobh with a spring in their step. Plays an early ball for Joynin. Joynin's onside here. Coleman getting in, Lee Devitt getting in also. And Joynin went for the shot himself. But
I think, did he, or was he crossing it? Maybe.
Probably sounds better if I say he took a shot.
He gave the keeper the eyes, I think.
Yeah.
He took a shot. It wasn't strong enough, though. But look, it's obviously you can even sense it. The momentum has lifted. The few people that are in the crowd, you know, they're reacting to that goal. So goals change games. So let's go push it on again now.
Panic out there, fellas! Come on! Back, keep the goals! Come on!
So Charlie Lyons making his way up the league goal scoring chart. That's 4 for the season now from the centre back.
All from corners, aren't they?
Corners are free kicks, yeah. And all at home as well. We're on commentary for all of them as well.
We'll need to set. No. Just get their game pattern going again. See, Martin Collins just gone straight into the centre midfield in a straight swap from Dave Hurley.
Yeah, probably a bit more of a defensive player, but has impressed in his appearances so far this season.
Yeah.
Found him slightly limited in the last few weeks with the likes of Phillips and Hurley in midfield, but
the chances were, yeah. But look, he's a young lad. He'll come in now. Hopefully, he'll do the job. Be full of enthusiasm anyway.
And Conor Keeley gets under that comfortably. Greg Henry. And referee Kevin O'Sullivan awards a free kick there. A slight pull on Martin Collin.
Well he's just showed a bit of in that moment there, Thomas, a bit of aggression, trying to go and win the ball back. So that sets the tone as well for the rest of the team. So hopefully he continue that in his game. So well done to Martin Collin there.
John Kavanagh with the free kick just inside the Cobh half. Aims it towards the back post. And it's Keeley gets ahead on it. And Cobh have another corner. So they'll be looking to repeat their last one.
Yeah, absolutely. Put it in there underneath the keeper because, as I said, we got a bit of luck for the goal. It was because the keeper wasn't confident claiming the ball. He really should have because it was only 2 yards out. So, but same delivery now from Ian Turner and may cause more problems for Cabinteely.
Lyons and Darrell Walsh also in there. And it's similar enough ball from Turner to the back post. Completely unmarked there. Darrell Walsh came away from his man well, but
should have got it across the goal really. But look, How he got that, it was something obviously they worked on training because he was clean free, made a good run, bent his run, and him appeared at the back post with no one on it. Opportunity there, right?
Darrell looking for his first goal in the Ramblers colours. And again, the Cabinteely goal kick goes straight out of play. Here's Pierce Phillips now. Massey, unchallenged, heads that deep into the half. Kavanagh, nice play by Kavanagh. Coleman now. Falls kindly for Turner. Plays an early ball to Devitt. Great turn by Devitt. This is good play by Ramblers. Devitt sees the shot and it's closed down by Keeley. Lovely play by Devitt.
Yeah. Again, they're doing something different. Like Thomas, they're playing the ball into the middle of the park to Martin Collin, and then Ian Turner went into the middle rather than going down the line, you know. So it's better football from Cobh. And they have more of the control of the game now as a result.
Yeah, it likes the Keeley and Carlin, they'll be cleaning up them long balls every day of the week, so it's important to change it up.
Yeah, it was the wrong tactic because they're going to win the aerial battles there between the lads. So even if they got it wide, but get Martin Collin on the ball, Pierce Phillips, and let them put the ball into wide positions and for the likes of Ian Turner and Lee Devitt and Tennant.
But it's Kevin Knight now with a Cabinteely throw in. He's lining up the Rory Delap throw, I think. And Phillips gets it away. Collin tries to follow it, but it's poorly cleared by him. Devitt blocks Levitas' shot, and Devitt's there once again. And it's free kick for Cabinteely.
I don't think. Why did he give him a free kick there? Like Pierce Phillips was one for the ball, he clearly pulled out. Never a free kick.
And Charlie Lyons not happy with that decision. One of many in the ground, but free kick's been given in a dangerous area for Cabinteely.
Well, it's very frustrating to see it because it was so obviously not a free kick. Referee blew it.
He did pull out, just
he never touched
before
it.
the tackle.
Never touched it. Everybody in the ground saw it. That wasn't a free kick. But the referee.
Important for Cobh to deal with it now. And
especially when they're getting back into the game, it's in a dangerous area, so that's why Charlie Lyons was very frustrated. Doesn't need this.
Fox stands over it. The wall gets a head on it, and Coleman is there to clean it up for Ramblers. Fox once again. Good ball for Dalton, but well cleared by Ramblers. And Keeley does well there. Big man up from the back. Still well from Keeley. And Kavanagh wins the free kick.
Yeah.
And Blackburn does well there. He had to win it, but it falls for joining. Turner reads the pass well. Turner with the strike. And poorly connected by Turner.
Just a little bit of composure. Space was ahead of him there. Thomas should have just kept going with the ball. No need to shoot there. He was too far out, and as you can see, that his effort was weak at the end.
He well
should have pushed on, kept possession himself, and went into the space.
He read the pass well, but he couldn't connect with it then.
But no, it's far better from Cobh since they scored. They got lucky with the goal, and now they've shown more progress now.
Exciting game though. There's plenty of action on both ends.
Absolutely, yeah. There'll be more goals in this game, we said.
Yeah. It's a good ball. Joining's through here. Joining still going and still joining. And Cabinteely get it clear through Carlin, but it'll still be a Cobh throw down deep in the Cabinteely half.
No, that's better.
Great ball from
great run by Drine to get into space. No,
it was
quick ball over the top and it's causing them trouble. So it's unfortunate not to get a strike on goal. Far better again, as I say.
Coleman now. Kavanagh. Early ball into Kavanagh. Joining just can't connect. Falls through. Oh, it was Darrell Walsh.
On his less favoured right leg.
Yeah.
Great strike. He's one far away.
Unlucky from Darrell Walsh there. I wasn't sure who it was because I didn't expect to see him so far forward. But
and hitting with his right leg.
Yeah, exactly.
No, again, I just, I don't want to repeat myself, but just the more positive play from Cobh is leading to these chances,
Yeah,
it's why don't they start like that is the question you have to ask. You go up to Galway and get a great result, and then they start very, very badly today. You think they'd be buzzing after the result.
Kavanagh wins a free kick against Paul Fox, and it's Sean Barron will come up to take it. Much better now in the last 10 minutes from Cobh. Over the head of Keeley, and David is adjudged to foul Blackburn, so silly from Coleman there. But,
Very silly,
yeah.
very silly. You can hear the Cabinteely guys there shouting there has to be yellow, they're dead right.
Especially this early in the game, it's
stupid from
worth
Coleman, because the referee would be very right to give me yellow there. He got away with murder there.
I was watching the Finn Harps Cork City game last week, and one of the Finn Harps subs did it, and he gave him a yellow even though he wasn't even playing. The sub was on the side of the pitch, saw the ball coming towards him and just launched it down the other end as Cork City were attacking. So
there you go.
But that was when Harps were 1-1, 10 minutes left, so you can see it maybe at that stage. It's Kevin Knight now.
But everybody knows the rule, and it's crazy when you see it, like from a manager's point of view. Ooh.
Nasty tackle from Paul Fox there on the substitute Martin Collin, and it'll be yellow card for Paul Fox.
As I say, when you see a player doing that, silly. Everybody knows the rule. You just don't do it. You incur a yellow card. You're putting yourself in danger of getting a red, second yellow, and you'll be a man down. So there's no need for it.
Thankfully, Coleman didn't receive a booking for that. So
yeah, you gotta be able to.
Just looking at Cabinteely's history in the league, so Ramblers are the team they've faced the most times of any team in the first division. 19 meetings between the two. Cobh with 9 wins, Cabinteely with 7, and 3 draws. Good chance here for Cobh, and it's Lee Devitt coming on, but
he should have done better. Obviously, he should have done better. But look, good encouraging signs from Cobh.
And even the long balls seem to be working over the top. That those balls weren't working at the start, but they're getting a bit of luck now as well.
The lads are making better runs now, like, you know what I mean? They're anticipating it. And one thing that I've noticed there is, particularly from Sean Barron, the goal kicks and the free kicks that are out there, he's targeting the left wing area where Lee Devitt is. Like, I think it's the guy Blackburn for Brian.
Yeah,
he's like they're targeting that area.
He's a bit smaller than like Keeley. Yeah,
so they're hoping that they get, and they had a bit of success with it. It's better than just lumping it forward as we were on the start.
Exactly. Pat Devlin there on the UCD line, being very vocal as always, an experienced League of Ireland man, most notably with Bray Wanderers, who is quite a long history with, but doing a good job at Cabinteely now. Did you come across Pat at all, John, in your time?
Yeah. Well, Pat's a very competitive man, brings a bit of style and quality to management, but always, when I started out with management, to be fair to him, he came down here as Bray manager, give me encouraging sign. He encouraged me and a bit of advice, well worth it. A good lad.
Turner done well there to keep the Cabinteely clearance at bay, and it's a throw in deep in their own half here for Kevin Knight. Charlie Lyons coming on to this. Drynan will challenge Keeley. Keeley gets his head on it. Colin does well there.
There you go again, Martin Colin. Well done.
He's not the biggest player on the pitch, but he's not afraid to get stuck in.
He's shown that he's going to be competitive. He's winning. And again, I said it to you, that sets the tone to the rest of the team. You need someone in the middle of the park going, win the ball.
Paul Fox now tries to back heel, but Henry is there to deal with it and win a throw in the process. Ian Turner leaves it for Kavanagh. So it's 1-1 here in St. Coleman's Park. If you're joining us late, Cabinteely took an early lead through Connolly, but Ramblers equalising through Charlie Lyons, his 4th goal of the season after a corner. Connor joining here will chase Keeley, and Keeley as well. That's good defending there. Very good by Connor Keeley, the experienced centre back. Kevin Knight now tries to play in Clucas, but Barron will come out quickly and is able to collect. Here's Darryl Walsh. Goes inside for Colin. Back to Lyons. And Drynan's offside there. It's high into the sky from Keeley, and Barron collects it easily. Goes fast to Turner. Cobh with a few bodies up. Turner cuts inside. Nice play by Ian Turner. Drynan tries to play a quick one too, but poor ball back by Drynan, and Cabinteely have possession.
Yeah, it was unlucky, but good play, good play.
Colin there. Falls for Clucas. Goes over the top for Fox. Henry runs it back, and throw in here for Cabinteely. Not sure what Kevin O'Sullivan was so frantically running towards Kirk Henry about, but Cabinteely have a throw in.
It was a cold ball. It should have been a cold.
Yeah.
That's what Greg Henry was going. That's what referee.
Kevin Knight delivers it in. Phillips gets ahead, and
have to defend us properly now, Cole. Come on.
It's a corner for Cabinteely on the near side. Dalton will go over and take.
Keep it nice and tight there, boys, in the back.
The likes of Keeley and Carolyn coming up once again, so lots of big bodies there for Cabinteely. And it's Keith Dalton to take. It's a good ball in. Barron gets a punch on it. Colin. And Colin does well there. Cobh have to throw in here. Joining stake. Plays it in front of Kavanagh. Massey knocks it out for another Cobh throw. And now it's John Kavanagh. Goes back to Joining. Former Carrigaline man. Look for Coleman. Great ball by Joining. Coleman gets his touch on it. Goes back to Walsh. First time cross from Walsh. And Keeley is there to deal with it. Walsh once again. And
just outside the box. Handball, he's giving it, but it's just outside the penalty area. No good spell of pressure again from Cobh.
Nice play there. Darryl Walsh winning the free kick just on the edge.
That was a proper handball.
Ramblers yet to get a penalty this season in the league. So
really?
Yeah. I think there might have been one in the cup, but not in the league. And it's Ian Turner taking this on the far side. Goes for goal.
Great. That was on target.
Yeah, good save by Chambers.
Good save.
Probably unexpected. Most people were expecting the ball into the box. Turner fancied himself, and Cobh have a corner on this near side, which Turner himself will take. Set pieces are good from Turner tonight.
Yeah, it resulted in the goal, obviously, a corner previously, but he's a good delivery, and that was a good strike on goal.
Especially when Hurley's probably the main man for taking them, so Turner wouldn't be as used to Hurley. But here he is once again. Turner with the ball in, and it's Charlie Lyons again. Header at the back post fell to call him, but he was offside, so it wouldn't have counted anyway. But once again, Charlie Lyons getting free this time, and Cobh have another chance.
Cobh are getting joy from the corners, right?
Corey Chambers with the goal kick out towards his right hand side. Here's Paul Fox now, or Dalton, apologies. Turner does well. Dalton still on the ball now. Good play by Dalton. Kavanagh gets it, and Phillips is there to knock it out for a throw. Lebitis still to beat us. Good footwork by the centre mid. And Phillips knocks it out for Cabinteely throw-in. Massey comes for the short one, receives it, and good ball in by Massey. The bite is with the header, but never troubles Barron. 2 minutes of additional time here in St. Coleman's Park. Most of them awarded because of Dave Hurley's early injury, so 2 minutes left here in the first half.
Just that piece of play now, that's the last Cabinteely were in Cove's half. They hadn't been there since they scored, really. Since Cobh got the equaliser.
Yeah.
So Cobh has dominated the game since then.
But Cabinteely do look strong on those few occasions they come forward, so you have to be wary.
Yeah, they've done the usual. They've swapped their wingers and they put Paul Fox over on the right wing now and switched Keith Alton over to the left wing.
And it's Greg Henry there knocking it out for a Cabinteely corner. Put under pressure by the attackers, and his back pass was nowhere near Barron. So Cabinteely have a corner now on the far side as they look to make the most of this opportunity. Fox whips it in, and it's a good ball. Keeley off the crossbar. And the big man up from the back.
Again from previous corners. Free header, he's knocked it off the crossbar, but just then went over the bar.
He's a tough man to mark, but there's no excuse for leaving him free.
Yeah, he's a threat. So they should be nullifying that, really.
Keep it going, Connor, come on! Keep it going!
So a very good chance for Cabinteely there. Corner from Fox was headed off the crossbar by Conor Keeley, and it's half time now in St. Coleman's Park. Cobh Ramblers 1, Cabinteely 1. Very entertaining half of football, and both sides eagerly waiting the second half. Lots of good football being played. John, your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, it was like I said it in the commentary, it's like a game of two halves within the first half. Cabinteely dominated the first period of the game, scored a goal, and seemed to be going on pushing for a second. But Cobh got a lucky break in the corner, managed to equalise, and since they equalised, they dominated the game up until the last minute there, the first half, where Conor Keeley got a free header from corner and just was unlucky, hit the crossbar and went over. So there's one inside there from Cobh. For Cobh, they have to deal with the corners. But no, overall, it was a good performance from Cobh.
So we'll be back in shortly for another 45 minutes of football. We hope you enjoy the game so far, and we'll be back for another excellent 45 minutes. So see you shortly.
The new season back will soon fade to black if the floodlights turn off.
There will be no away dates with all of your mates if the floodlights turn off.
There'll be no bag of cans on a bus full of fans if the floodlights turn off.
There'll be no Friday night lights or last minute delights if the floodlights turn off.
There will be no singing from the stands with the rest of the fans if the floodlights turn off.
There will be no cup final days when your favourite team plays if the floodlights turn off.
There will be no post-match discussions about last-ditch tackle repercussions if the floodlights turn off.
There will be no more over there, what's the score or singing anymore if you turn your floodlights off.
We've seen some scores and near misses. Celebrate it with hugs and kisses. Don't turn your floodlights off.
We're in this together and we'll help you get better. Don't turn your floodlights off.
We are a family of supporters, our clubs, sons and daughters. Don't turn your floodlights off.
In the dark of night, we can be your light. Don't turn the floodlights off.
You've been with us around the bend. We're with you as a comrade and friend. Don't turn your floodlights off.
For all the heaviness you hide, we're here by your side. Don't turn your floodlights off.
Please don't cross the line. We still have extra time. Don't turn your floodlights off.
This is not your final whistle.
This is not your final whistle.
This is not your final whistle.
This is not your final whistle. Please don't turn your floodlights off.
And we're back here in St. Cummins Park for the second half of this live SSE Electricity League First Division game. Cobh Ramblers against Cabinteely. Currently 1-1. Brilliant game in the first half. Hopefully more of the same. John, you looking forward to the game of football?
Yes, Tom, yeah. It's evenly matched at the moment. It's just important, Cole's point of view, to start well, because they didn't start well in the first half and they fell behind. So, let's take the game into our own hands and start the game well. We have to kick off, so let's control possession and push on them from there.
So Cobh forced to make an early change in the first half. Dave Hurley going off injured. He was replaced in the middle of the park by Martin Collin. So one change used already by Cobh. Doesn't look like we've any subs this time around at half time. So both 11s unchanged from the sides to finish the first half. And Cobh playing down into the clubhouse end in their home kit of claret and blue. Just an update on the under 19 game that took place today away to UCD. They suffered a 2-1 defeat in their opening game of the Shield. So disappointment there for Ivan Bevan's side, as Ian Turner gets on the ball but loses it. So the Shield competition follows on from the league format. Cobh with the advantage. Conor Joynan now on the right-hand side. Joynan is still on the ball, and eventually it's cleared for a throw. Cabinteely throwing. Some of the Cobh supporters disappointed with that. Kevin Knight takes it quickly. Here's Levitas on the ball. Nice turn by him, but his clearance is straight out of play.
So better from Cobh. A good start. Getting down into Cabinteely's half,
Yeah, Joynan getting stuck in there on the right-hand side. Good ball there from Barron to Greg Henry. He tries one over the top for Coleman, but it'll go right on to Chambers. Good ball from Chambers there, and Henry is forced to head it out for a Cabinteely throw. It's a good ball here, Clucas, but he's dispossessed, and Kavanagh is able to clear. Coleman gets on the end of the clearance, lays it back to Phillips. Phillips tries one over the top. Keeley is there to clean it up, and he finds Carlin. But Phillips does well here now. Here's Pace Phillips again. And Phillips loses possession. Fox now. Nice touch by Fox. Dalton's here on the right-hand side in space. That's where he goes. Here's Dalton. Gets outside and off target by the right winger.
Yeah, danger for Cobh there on the break. We were pushing on themselves, and then the long ball over the top. Picked up by Paul Fox, and he cut across instead of Keith Dalton. Was unlucky.
So the first real chance of the half comes to Keith Dalton of Cabinteely, but just wide of Barron's goal. Joining could be in here, and Keeley does well to clear for a throw. Good run in there from Conor Joynan. He's looked lively since the second half started.
I think it's a good ball as well. It's a good. They've targeted that, so if he gets in over the top there, Joynan's pace will surely trouble Keeley,
Darrell Walsh to take the throw for Cobh. Goes to Coleman. First time ball from Walsh. Great ball. And Joynan's header. Chambers was under pressure, but the dipping header fell just over his crossbar and onto the top of the goal netting. So
good play, yeah. Set up nicely from Coleman. Darrell Walsh with the cross, and he's just a bit behind Conor Joynan to get his head on. He was kind of arching back trying to get his head on it. No real power there. No threat really.
Chambers goes long. Kavanagh's there to clean it up. Darrell Walsh now. First time ball. Looks for Coleman. Good idea from Walsh, but too much on it.
Again, he should have showed a bit more composure there.
Yeah.
Like, he had space. No need for the early ball. Unless he was going to execute it 100%, which he didn't do.
Irish underage international Darrell Walsh played for the Irish under-17s at the European Championships alongside the likes of Troy Parrott and Adam Ida, so very well regarded. definitely a favourite down in Waterford. They were sad to see him go, the fans, especially a local lad down there, but getting his first team football here, which is very important, as Colin challenges there in midfield. Here's Blackburn now, under pressure from Devitt, but leaves it run for his own throw. And here is Daniel Blackburn for Cabinteely. Good throw by him, falls for Lebitis. Well defended by Pierce Phillips, and Cabinteely have a throw once again. Dalton to leave it for Blackburn, the right back. Here is Blackburn. Good throw from him. And Phillips forces out for a corner. So first corner of the half goes to Cabinteely. And it's Paul Fox to take it on this near side. Keeley, the big man, up once again. He's had quite a few chances from corners. So
yeah, he's been a danger.
It's Darryl Walsh on him from what I can see. Good ball in, but John Kavanagh is there to clear first time. Ball back in from Dalton is cleared by Lyons. Dalton again, and Kavanagh gets a touch on it. And David is there to launch it towards Joynin. Joynin on the right-hand side now. Good play by Joynin. Still Joynin. Cuts it to the edge, and Cobh have a corner. That's good play by the right winger.
Yeah, great ball from Lee Devitt to set Conor Joynin on his way. He held up the ball very well, created a chance, and then they got a corner out of it, which is a good play.
So a corner was how Cobh scored their goal in the first half. Will we see more of the same now from Ian Turner? Good clearing header there, and Cabinteely looking to break. But Devitt manages to stop Levitis coming on, but would have preferred to have retained possession from that.
The important thing was that he stopped the breakaway.
Exactly.
You know?
Greg Henry now. Here's Levitis. Plays it back to Kevin Knight. And good ball from him, but it'll run on straight to Sean Barron. Nice play by Kevin Knight there, and he retains possession, but Phillips gets back for Cobh.
Unlucky.
Join in there, just offside, running in onto Pierce Phillips' ball, but linesman flag goes up, and Cabinteely with the free kick now. So it remains 1-1 here. Interesting opening to the half, similar to the first. Lots of chances, lots of good attacking football. Good play there from Dalton. He gets the ball in. Brilliant ball from Dalton, but Klukes' header doesn't trouble Barron at all.
Yeah, good cross. He seems to be the danger man down this side now. Keith Dalton, they're trying to target that area here.
Yeah, it was more Fox in the first half, but definitely Dalton this time around. And Conor Joynin running through on goal there. The referee says he took down Conor Keeley, but
yeah, I think he favoured the defender in that.
Yeah,
two of them were at it.
Yeah, there was a couple together definitely.
Struggling with trying to get ahead for the ball, but the defender normally gets the ball in those situations.
Yeah, Keeley just clutching his shoulder there. Looks like he'll be okay. Doesn't need any treatment. But
again, it's the ball for draining over the top, I'm sure it'll come off one of these ones.
Yeah, you can see the only way Keeley can really deal with it is get into a tussle and hope that he keeps him at bay that way. But you do expect one of those will come off because he can't keep with him.
Oh, he's struggling with his pace.
Something Ashton was obviously talking to the lads during the break, and they're making the most of it. It's John Kavanagh now. Plays it early. Again, it's Joynin to run onto it. Coleman running on as well. Falls to Joynin. Here's Conor Joynin. Just wide by Conor Joynin, the man we were just speaking about.
Yeah, great effort. Great effort.
Brilliant ball by John Kavanagh. Cabinteely didn't know what to do. Coleman and Joynin both running onto it.
Yeah, Cabinteely are playing a high line, and like that's where the glory is for Cobh, because they've seen that now. Put a few balls in behind the defence, and the pace of training is causing them serious trouble.
Yeah, he could see the top corner, but bended it just beyond Corey Chambers' goal. Cabinteely look a bit at sorts at the back, and Cobh will try and make the most of this spell. Dalton now. Good touch by him. Cuts inside. Nice interchange there. Still Dalton on the ball. Goes out left to Kevin Knight. He goes back to Dalton, but Pierce Phillips is able to get possession back and wins a free kick in the process. Phillips has looked a bit more lively this half as well. Probably wasn't his best half of football earlier, but he's playing more of a role now with Hurley gone especially.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, in the first half it was Martin Collins, the sub. He started taking the game by the scruff of the neck. But Phillips being the more experienced fellow now, he should really step up to the plate here.
And first change of the game for Cabinteely. And it's number 10, Kieran Marty Waters, coming on for Luke Clucas, their number 9. So a change up top for the Dublin side. Marty Waters, well known in this division and in the Premier Division. He's League of Ireland stalwart with Bray and Shamrock Rovers. A small spell at UCD as well, but Bray will be his most remembered spell. Played in the Europa League for Rovers as well, so
he brings a lot of experience.
Yeah, he's always a threat up there and fine finisher as well, so he'll be someone we have to definitely keep at bay. Only 2 goals for him so far this season, so not his most prolific campaign, but still a threat. Henry, very grateful to see the offside flag raised there. He was banking on it. Didn't play the whistle.
I think it was clearly offside.
He was, but he got a small bit worried. Yeah. When you don't see it straight away, you do worry slightly when they're not playing the whistle. But linesman does his job, and Cobh have the free kick. Sean Barron delivers this towards Turner, and it falls nicely for Ian Turner. He goes back to Phillips, early ball from him, but Cabinteely have it back now. Bit of pressure there from Lexa Kavanagh. And good header on there from Marty Waters, his first real involvement. And Dalton keeps possession now for Cabinteely. Darryl Walsh trying to marshal him, which he does. Good defending by Darryl Walsh, but Kevin O'Sullivan gives a free kick. Dangerous position now for Cabinteely. Paul Fox and Keith Dalton both there.
They fancy their chances, sir. Big man is up from the back as well.
He is. Paul Fox will be the man to take it.
Danger here at the edge of the box, and the lads are going to go for it. They're going to do it. There you go. Well done.
Charlie Lyons, I think it was, got the head on it, and Cabinteely have a corner. Yeah, there was a man free on the edge there, Connolly, the goal scorer, but
yeah, I thought they were going to pass it to him because he was well free.
Haven't seen too much of him since he got the goal, Connolly. It's been more the wingers involved in the attack and play, but lots of different threats there for Cabinteely, and it's Paul Fox to take the corner. Good delivery again, and it was Phillips got it away. Colin will try and reach this, and he has a free kick.
Ref leave a bit of advantage play, referee. quick to blow the whistle, like, you know what I mean? Phillips is away with the ball again.
10 yards, left.
Charlie Lyons to take this free kick here for Cobh. He looks for Devitt. Blackburn with him, and it'll go for a Cobh throw.
Come on, Mark, he's there for you, buddy. Okay.
Darryl Walsh to Coleman. It's Coleman once again. Nice turn by him. Good play from Coleman. Blackburn is forced to go long. Colin with the header back towards Devitt. Devitt lays off Coleman. Good chance here. And his touch just went beyond him, Nathan Coleman. Could have possibly gone down there. There was some contact, but honest play by the attacker. Here's Charlie Lyons. Keeley. Devitt jumps. Turner with the strike, and vicious strike from Turner, but
yeah, more hit and hope, really.
Yeah, well off target.
Yeah.
Chances again, though.
Good pressure again from Cobh.
Again, that substitute Martin Collin at the heart of it. He's getting stuck in. Good header from Lyons there. Cabinteely trying to aim for a handball, but Coleman retains possession. Just beyond joining. Again, that ball into joining is the option they're going for, and that's unlucky. Free header there for Colin. Goes for Turner. Kevin Knight, decent ball there by Knight. Henry has to deal with it. Closed down by Fox and goes out for a goal kick. Here is Sean Barr now with the goal kick. He looks for Turner. Pushing the back there, and O'Sullivan spots it. Kavanagh looks to take it quick, but a bit too quick by Kavanagh, and the free kick is wasted. Yeah.
They're too eager to push on, but a bit of composure there again. Obviously, if it comes off, it's great. Giving up easy possession there.
Yeah. Lee Devitt gets a good touch there. Here's Marty Waters now to Jack Connolly. Cabinteely's goal scorer. He finds Dalton. Keith Dalton now back to Connolly. Connolly's ball goes straight to Turner. Coleman shows his strength, retains possession. Lee Devitt now. Lee Devitt. And Conor Keeley uses his size there and just blocks Lee out of it. And Labitis has gone down there in midfield. He looks to be in trouble. Pulled something as he landed from a header. Kavanagh plays on. Keeley's header goes out for a throw, and Labitis looks like he'll be gone off. It was the way he landed from the header. As soon as he hit the ground, he was in a bit of pain. Charlie Lyons giving him some helping hand before the physio comes on. But Cabinteely are readying a change. Labitis, the man down, is an underage international for Lithuania. Did a bit of research on him before the game, so
well done, Tom.
Yeah.
A lot of information on the Cabinteely players.
And in fairness, Cabinteely are good at providing that sort of background on their website. So,
very good. Well, you still went and did the research.
Yeah, exactly. So if we see him at the Euros in a few years playing for Lithuania, we can see it. We saw him here first, and it is a change for Cabinteely, and it's the man down at the moment. Vilius Labitis will make way, and Robert Dunn comes on in his.
Wonder does he know he's been taken off?
Has he seen the boy up?
Surely the physio's giving him the heads
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he does.
They had the change ready very quickly. You wonder, was it in the back of their mind anyway? Yeah. It is second change for Cabinteely. Labitis is making way, and Dunn coming on.
Should that player be allowed on now, really? Immediately?
Yeah, you do wonder how.
You want to be really question the rule about, you know, if you go off for an injury, you have to come straight back.
Yeah. But
that's a bit pedantic now, I think.
The game goes on nonetheless, and it's Darryl Walsh here with the throw in. He goes to Coleman, back to Walsh. First time ball goes deep. Turner now. Turner tries to keep it in play, which he does. Good play by the winger. Well marshalled by Knight, and he's forced back for Phillips. And Phillips goes all the way back to Charlie Lyons. Ball over the top. Great ball for Walsh. Good tackle by Blackburn. Read it well. Had a bit of time to plan his interception, but it was a almost perfect ball from Charlie Lyons. Darryl Walsh now for Conor joining. His layoff eventually finds its way to Colin, who goes back to Lyons. Free kick for Cabinteely. Turner with the challenge on Carlin, taken quickly. Paul Fox now. Kavanagh reads it, but it's still back with Cabinteely. Here's Phillips now. Finds Lee Devitt. Cuts it back to Coleman. First time ball to Darryl Walsh. Back with Coleman again. And Massey forces him out, but Cobh have the throw. Lot to play down this left-hand side for Ramblers the last 5 minutes. Coleman forced back to Colin. Now Darryl Walsh. Good ball to Coleman in space. He lines up the shot from distance. Was hoping for a deflection, I think. Runs it back, Joining. Joining does well. He's onside. Great ball by Joining. Keeley gets a foot on it, and unlucky from Blackburn there. Corner for Ramblers.
Great passage of play from Cobh there, really. Taking the ball, knocking it down, making a few passes, you know, taking time with the composure they're showing, which is benefiting them.
They're getting on the second balls as well, which they weren't in the first half. And it's Turner taking this corner once again. Good ball in. Looks for Lyons. Ramblers claiming that Coleman was fouled there, but Kevin O'Sullivan having none of it.
He was coming in behind Charlie Lyons, and Charlie just got his head on it.
Yeah.
If he didn't get ahead, I think it could have dropped for
Yeah,
Coleman.
yeah. Fell just in the wrong place for Coleman.
Yeah.
And it's a good ball here for Fox.
They're in trouble here.
Early ball by Fox.
Yeah.
And poor effort there.
Yeah, there was an escape from Cobh there.
It was Massey, I think, with the effort. But warning signs there once again from Cabinteely. They're always threatening on the attack, and they showed it there once again.
And to be fair, Cobh dominated the second half, and it's only on the break that Cabinteely are going to be a threat, or maybe a set piece. But Cobh need to make this dominance tell now. They have to push it on and get a goal.
Joining looks to get under this. No free kick awarded there. Devitt with a poor strike.
That's catching them as the wrong options in good positions. They're taking the wrong options. Again, no need for the shot there. It was 4-3 really. Just a bit of composure. Play a fella in. They're taking shots from 25 yards. You know, there's only one in a million of them go in. You know, you can start doing that when you're 3 or 4 up.
Yeah, exactly.
You need to get the second goal now.
Good ball here. Marky Waters now. Colin does well to get a touch on it. Henry with the next interception. Cabinteely still on the ball. Dalton now on the right hand side. Walsh marshalling him. Good play by Walsh. Still Dalton. Barron tries to keep it in, but the ball went out of play, and Cabinteely have another corner. Dalton looking threatening again on this right hand side.
Don't go to sleep, my God. Shot was on. Don't go to sleep. There we go.
David's down watching it. But Cabinteely takes the short one. Dalton, good ball in from him. And it's a goal. Cabinteely have the goal. Sean Barron is sure it was a handball, but Cabinteely are celebrating still. Sean Barron still outraged at the decision, but Cabinteely celebrate, and the goal was stand.
It was a handball. It's a bit of like Thierry Henry, you know, for France against Ireland back in the day. Back post, handball. Ref didn't see it, Niceman didn't see it.
And Ramblers outraged. Cabinteely took the corner quick. Came on the edge of the area too. I think it was Massey. Massey with a poor enough shot in, and at the back post, Cabinteely looked to bundle the ball home. Ramblers saying it was a
that
handball.
all came from the short corner, Thomas. You can see it. Cobh went to sleep. They took a short corner. It's a free kick. He's going to goal kick. He's not giving it.
And the cheers go up.
Yeah, it was handball.
And goal disallowed for Cabinteely.
Fair play to the referee. I have to commend him now because I did say he was quick to blow the whistle and things like that. But going back to the Thierry Henry incident back in the day, Thomas, it was so obvious that he handled the ball because of the reaction of the Irish players.
Yeah.
And the referee just totally ignored it. You know, he didn't even consider it. Whereas Kevin Sullivan did the right thing there. He went to the smoking lines, man, and the right decision was made.
Yeah, it's good to see that. And a lot of times that mightn't be the case, but
again, it was obvious that there was an infringement took place because the reaction of the whole players.
So it remains 1-1 here, and that goal has been disallowed. Cabinteely using the hand of one of the players. It was bundled home, and O'Sullivan and the linesman award a goal or a free kick out. So it remains 1-1.
But again, it was Cobh going to sleep. Short corner was on. I could see it from here, and they didn't react to it in time. So lesson. Hopefully they'll learn from it, and they got away with one there. It would have been certainly a goal against run of play, you know.
In fairness to Ramblers, they have looked very strong this second half, but they need to make it count. Walsh has to win this, and he does. Carlin now put under pressure by Joynin. Joynin forces him to clear it out off Joynin, so it's a throw-in for Cabinteely, but great pressing again by the young Carrick lineman. Turner tries to find Joynin. Carlin is marshalling him. Joynin gets in front, but Carlin does well there to turn him, and he clears. Header on there. Walsh is chased down by Dalton, and Barron does well. Atmosphere has definitely gotten a bit more intense since the decision.
Yeah, it's gotten a bit frantic now.
Yeah.
It is a crucial period in the game.
Here's Martin calling on the ball now. Goes short for Turner.
That's it. Good. Well
yeah,
done.
we haven't seen too much of that.
Pass it. Here we go now.
Turner's to Lyons. Lyons goes long.
Here we go.
Coleman might fall nicely. Carlin does well. And yellow card for Nathan Coleman for the follow through on Jonathan Carlin. Similar enough to the follow through on Coleman earlier in the game by Fox. And the referee does give the yellow. Almost same position exactly. Coleman. So a yellow card for Nathan Coleman there. He goes in Kevin O'Sullivan's book. And Cabinteely have the free kick through Keeley at the back. Here's Keeley with the ball. Kevin Knight gets a good head on it. Might fall nicely for Fox. He cuts it back, and Lyons is there.
Yeah, the game suddenly has swung back into Cabot's favour.
Here's Dalton on the ball now. Good play by him. Still Dalton. Lays it off for Fox. Nice Megs. Leaves it for Knight. Knight's ball just goes beyond Marky Waters, and Cobh have the goal kick. Good play there by the Cabinteely midfield.
Yeah, as I say, Cabinteely now is getting on top.
Fox now again. He's having quite a bit of luck down that side, but Henry reads it well. He's joining. And Kevin Knight, his ball is intercepted by Kavanagh. Calling the first time volley. Devitt looks to get on this, but Blackburn is equal to it.
Go, 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 go!
Good clearance there from Charlie Lyons. Dalton does very well there. Lays it off for Blackburn. First time ball by him. Misses Henry, misses Fox as well, and John Kavanagh runs away with it. He goes inside. It's a great ball for Turner. Turner now. Turner claims he was fouled, but referee waves on. And Cabinteely with a chance now. Henry does very well there and comes away with the ball.
I can't understand that now. He had the ball. He's giving a free kick to Cobh. Why not leave play go on?
End-to-end stuff here, definitely.
Yeah, it's a crucial period now. Hopefully, Cobh will push on and get the winner.
Sean Byrne with the free kick. Looks for Walsh. Good header by him. Coleman tries to knock it on. And Keeley is there to clean up once again. Martin Collin now in a good position for Ramblers. John Kavanagh goes out right to Joynan. Joynan, poor touch by Joynan there, and Cabinteely are away through Fox on the left-hand side. Pierce Phillips is there, and brilliant by Pierce Phillips there. Had to win it, and he did. And Cobh come away with it once again. End-to-end stuff, like I was saying. Coleman now. John Kavanagh. Kavanagh plays in Joynan. Carlin is with him. And Carlin clears it for Cabinteely, or Cobh Ramblers corner. Great battle down the right-hand side between those two. Joynan trying to get the better of his Cabinteely counterpart, and Ramblers with the corner.
The game has been stressed now, Tom, at the moment, and the threat of joining Cobh is a big threat. So I think they're going to get him in one of these attacks.
Yeah, you'd imagine either a set piece or a ball to join in is our most likely threat. And it's Turner to take the corner. Good delivery, crucial now. Well cleared by Knight. Coleman tries to get on it. Joining on the edge, headers it back in to Charlie Lyons. Devitt gets ahead, and eventually Kevin Knight is there, but still Turner now in a good position for Ramblers. He whips it in at the back post. Walsh is there. And Cobh have a corner. There were claims for a penalty for a foul on Lyons, but they have a corner.
More hope than anything, I think, Thomas.
Yeah, there was never any serious claims. It was one of those shouting and hope more than anything. But the corner here nonetheless, and a good chance once again for Ramblers. Good ball from the corner just there from Turner. He'll be hoping for more of the same. Good ball from Turner. Corey Chambers gets a hand on it. And it's a Cobh throw on the far side. John Kavanagh with the throw. Turner now. His ball is intercepted. Marty Waters, but Lyons will beat him to it. And Davis tries to keep that in play, but it's just gone out. Blackburn will take the throw for Cabinteely. Very exciting game on our hands at the moment. If you're joining us late, it's 1-1. Cabinteely did have a goal in the second half, ruled out for a handball. But it's been end-to-end stuff, and how we haven't seen a goal in the second half, I'll never know. Kevin Knight does well. Big tackle there from Knight.
That's a proper tackle, Tom. Nothing wrong with that incident at all. The game should have just kept going.
Yeah. 10 years ago, that wouldn't have even noted possible for you. But it's been given, and Phillips is standing over it. He'll leave it for Barron. And it's Sean Barron looking to go along with this. The supporters on the North Bank giving plenty of shouts to the Ramblers players, as always. Good to have a few of them back, even with the COVID restrictions. Barron goes long, but Blackburn will bravely get in front of that, and it falls nicely for Waters. Plays it early. Greg Henry, though, does very well,
Well read by Craig Henry in fairness. Cobh in trouble there.
Henry knocks it out for a throw to Cabinteely on this near side. Daniel Blackburn to take. Goes inside, finds Massey in a bit of space. Connolly. And Dalton was late on calling there. Nasty tackle by Dalton. And it'll be yellow card for Keith Dalton, the Cabinteely winger. Caught Martin calling late there. And can't have any complaints with that, really.
Come on, Keith, get it going. Come on, Keith.
Charlie Lyons to take the free kick inside the Ramblers half. It's a good ball from Charlie down the left. But it looked good for the first 2 seconds.
There. I took a spin on the bounce and went out.
Yeah. Goes beyond Darrell Walsh to Pierce Phillips, back inside. But Keeley is there. Darrell Walsh now. Cabinteely readying another change on the far side. Darrell Walsh goes short to Devitt. And they gain a few yards. Three changes, it looks like, for Cabinteely, so they're really looking to change it up. Here's Massey now on the ball. He finds Kevin Knight. First time ball by him. Henry is equal to it. He goes long to Joynan. Joynan will chase this. And Cabinteely have a throw right by the corner flag. Ball over the top. Marty Waters could be through here. Henry is closing him. Waters looking strong there. Good turn by Marty Waters. And offside there by Paul Fox. So nothing comes to that attack. And we will see those changes now. 3 changes for Cabinteely. So they're really emptying their bench.
They're going gung-ho. Yeah.
Nothing to lose, I suppose. So that's the maximum of 5 substitutions used. Cobh will make 1 change at the same time. It looks like Kevin Taylor is ready to enter the fray. But we'll see the Cabinteely changes first. So Paul Fox will make way for Zach O'Neill. Paul Fox has looked quite impressive this afternoon or this evening.
No, Pat Evans really going for it. As I said, 3 of them gung-ho. Fresh legs in the last 10 minutes could make all the difference.
And Owen Massey is also making way, and as is Jack Connolly, the goal scorer.
Come out.
Dylan Thornton also coming on for Cabinteely. And the Ramblers change. We'll see Lee Devitt leave the pitch. Chris O'Reilly coming on, apologies. So Chris O'Reilly getting another run out, the under-19 player.
Number 16, David, coming on. Number 20, Chris O'Reilly. Come on, Alex.
And Alex Aspel was the other sub who came on for Cabinteely. So 3 changes by them. Just the one from Ramblers. Lee Devitt replaced by Chris O'Reilly. So Chris wasn't involved with the under-19s today, understandably. So he's getting some first-team action instead. Still looking for his first Ramblers goal. At senior level, of course, has scored plenty at under-19s. Offside from the Cabinteely attacker there, Robert Dunn. And Cobh looking to press on now. Henry looks for Joynan. Keeley gets ahead on it. Blackburn now. Coleman has a bit of time to take it down. Good ball to Walsh, but he's unable to find any Ramblers' body. Good header from Lyons there. Looks for Chris O'Reilly. Dalton, who's back on the left-hand side, with Zach O'Neill now on this near side for Cabinteely. So another change of wingers. Drinan gets in front of Dylan Thornton, the substitute. Tries to play in Chris O'Reilly. O'Reilly will chase down Chambers. Darrell Walsh. Nice ball to Turner, who takes it down. Excellent by Turner. Cuts it to Coleman. Just beyond Coleman, but still a good chance here for Cobh. And Coleman is unable to do anything with it. Knight pushes it out for a Cobh or a Cabinteely throw. Taken quickly. And it's with Robert Dunn now. One of the 5 substitutes now on the pitch for Cabinteely. He's calling. Poor ball by Colin. Straight to Knight. Wins it. Frantic pace now out there, isn't it, John?
Yeah. Last 5 minutes going into the last 5 minutes. Yeah, it is. Both sides know what's available. You know, win tonight and push them up the league and get them closer to that playoff spot.
It's a yellow card for Pat Devon, the Cabinteely manager.
Yeah, Pat totally agreed with the disallowing of the goal. So he's making his voice heard over there on that far side.
Kavanagh to Coleman. Coleman finds Colin. And could fall nicely here, joining. And Carlin did very well there, had to intercept it, which he did. And now it's Dunn. Dunn finds Dalton in a bit of space. Henry is out to him. Henry does well, but it's still Dalton. He cuts it. Zach O'Neill, the substitute. Blocked by Lyons. Dalton once again. He's everywhere at the moment, Keith Dalton. Blackburn now, the right back. He whips it in. Barron comes and Barron catches.
That's what you want to say in the last 2 minutes from your goalkeeper. Comes out confidently and claims the ball.
And Carlin's out in front. Those balls to join in aren't working as well as they were earlier in the second half. This one might though. Turner. And Turner's pulled back and free kick awarded in a dangerous area. And yellow card awarded there for the Cabinteely substitute, Alex Aspel. Ball high in the sky from Henry, landed for Turner, and as he ran onto it, fouled by Aspel, and Cobh have the free kick.
Yes, chance here, it's a good opportunity.
So a number of Cobh players standing over it. Phillips, Walsh, Turner. Walsh and Turner look like it'll be between 2 of them. Great chance here now for Ramblers. The game locked at 1-1 still. To the clubhouse end. Probably favours the left-footed Walsh. Blocked by the wall, comes again to Walsh. And it's out for a corner. So Walsh's free kick, straight off the wall, came back to him, and the rebound is deflected out for a corner. So Turner will take this. The Cobh goal did come from a corner, so will we see more of the same? It's Turner now. Good ball in, but Chambers gathers it comfortably. And now Cabinteely look to push on. Chambers signals he's going long, which he does. Deep into the Ramblers half. A bit too deep, and it'll fall lovely there for Barron. Barron to Turner. Chests it down for Kavanagh. He looks for joining. Phillips, nice touch there by Phillips to get away from his man. Sean Kavanagh. No advantage played there, and Turner is disappointed with that decision, but Cobh do have the free kick. And another yellow card. This time it's Kevin Knight receiving a booking. But free kick for Ramblers once again.
It's an opportunity to get the ball in the box now.
Vital now that these chances aren't wasted. Kavanagh standing over this. Phillips is up. Lyons is up. Kavanagh. Lyons gets it back in. Cleared by Blackburn. Zach O'Neill gets ahead on it. Colin misses it. Ball over the top. Greg Henry makes the run. And Henry, not a great clearance by him. Still Marty Waters. And now Cabinteely with the free kick. Clever play by Marty Waters there. Greg Henry done well, in fairness, to cover. He had to
he
do something.
the clearance,
Yeah.
He left Marty Waters get possession of the ball. He turned him inside, and unfortunately Greg left his leg down. Made the foul. It's in a dangerous position now for Cabinteely. So we're heading into injury time now.
Chris O'Reilly and Martin Collin do substitutes in the ball. And poor free kick there by Keith Dalton.
Poor free kick, yeah, and a good opportunity.
So 4 minutes of additional time here in St. Cloman's Park. The game locked at 1-1. Plenty of chances for both sides, but we remain level as we enter injury time here. Charlie Lyons read that wrong and could fall nicely from Waters. Waters off the post from Marty Waters. Zach O'Neill now still there for Cabinteely. He gets it back in the box and gathered by Sean Barron. Brilliant opportunity there.
Well, in fairness, he made it all himself, Marty Waters.
Yeah.
Beautiful play, beautiful control play. Unluckily not to score for Cole's point of view. Got away with it again.
Did everything right there, Marty Waters, and for the third time tonight, off the woodwork from Cabinteely. Twice off the post, once off the crossbar. They'll be sick of that Cobh goal. And Kavanagh will take this, one of the last throws of the dice now for Ramblers. Pat Devlin incensed once again as Kavanagh takes this free kick, floated in. Zach O'Neill gets it away. Here's Colin now. Here's Darryl Walsh now. Colin wasn't expecting it and falls still for Walsh. Carlin gets it away. Phillips. Turner, join in. Cobh playing for a back pass from Blackburn there. Would have been harsh, I would imagine. I don't think Blackburn.
Technically it is.
Yeah.
Came off the Cabinteely player and went into the goalkeeper's hands, but it wasn't a
You
deliberate.
don't see them giving a lot. No. Great tackle there. Ramblers
It was a
have
great
it.
interception because Trinan was in.
And no advantage played there once again. And of all the
the
lack of
referees-
advantages, that's the worst.
He's just too eager to blow the whistle.
Like the advantage is there for a
The
reason.
rule there with the linesman, they don't put the flag up on the player that's
Yeah.
offside touches the ball. Bit of that come into the general play from Kevin O'Sullivan, you know.
There's been a few of those tonight.
There has been.
Sean Barron to take this. Cobh pushing plenty of men forward. Floated in there by Barron. Looks to go to the back to Lyons. He headers it back across goal, but no trouble for Chambers. And now Cabinteely's looked to attack. Dalton in space. Cabinteely with a few numbers. Marty Waters, he's looked good since he came on. He whips it in, and Greg Henry knocks it out for a corner. One of the last chances of the game now. Cabinteely with the corner on the far side. And Dalton will take this. Cabinteely have had chances from corners, Keeley, especially in the first half, with one off the crossbar. But they aren't committing everyone forward just yet, Cabinteely, as Chris O'Reilly and Conor Joynan remain up towards the halfway line. 4 in the box and then another on the edge for Cabinteely. Knight does well to get that in. Colin. Here's Conor Joynan now chasing this. Oh, but the bodies come forward. And good play there by Zach O'Neill, the substitute. Fox. Perfect on the toe. And it's a goal for Cabinteely in injury time. Kieran Marty Waters, the substitute. 2-1 to Cabinteely. And the Dublin side have taken the lead in the final minute of injury time here in St. Coleman's Park. Ball to Conor Keeley. Fell kindly for him. He laid off Marty Waters, and fine finish from the substitute into the top right-hand corner. And Cabinteely look like they've taken all 3 points here. John, your thoughts on the goal?
Yeah, well, the ball was played up to, I think it was Conor Drynan, and he failed to retain possession, and Cabinteely pounced, put the ball back into the danger area, and as you said, but you have to say it's a bit of opportunism from Matthew Waters, showed all his experience and showed all his class, and scored a winner, what will prove to be the winning goal tonight.
Yeah, Cobh looking to go long straight from the kickoff now, try and get a draw back from the game. Pierce Phillips. Phillips goes deep, but straight out by Pierce Phillips, and (2-1) 54th minute from Kieran Marty Waters, the super sub. Looks to have taken all 3 points here. O'Sullivan has looked at his watch. Chambers takes the goal kick, and full time has come upon us here in St. Coleman's Park. Cabinteely leaving Cobh with a 2-1 victory. Kieran Marty Waters with the winning goal in injury time. Jack Conley had given them the lead very early on. Ramblers equalised through Charlie Lyons midway through the first half. And Kieran Marty Waters with one of the last kicks of the game to take home all 3 points. John, your thoughts on tonight's game?
Bitterly disappointed, obviously, Thomas, for Cobh. The result, the performance was good. The result, obviously, isn't the case. But, you know, it's all about consistency. I mentioned it early on in the commentary. They go away to Galway last week to get a fantastic win, and then they come home tonight and they lose the game. So games are running out, 3 games left, and as regards the playoff place now, it's going to be a lot harder, obviously. Cabinteely did very well, came down here, they got the 3 points, got a great winner right at the death, but they'll push on. So they're probably nearly securing the playoff place at the moment. So Cobh is still not out of their hands, but, you know, games are running out, unfortunately.
Yeah, so next up for Ramblers is a trip to Wexford next Friday night down in Ferry Carrick Park. So I haven't seen the final result from the game in Galway, but Cobh now on 20 points. That puts Cabinteely on 26, UCD on 23, and Galway a result to come from their game against Longford. So yeah, not looking great for Cobh. Still well in the mix with the 3 games they have as well. It's 3 winnable games. There's points there to be gotten.
Yeah, not out of it, but obviously tonight's result will make it harder.
So it is Cabinteely who take the 3 points tonight. Tonight's game was sponsored by Tennants Building Products, and our match ball sponsor once again was Player Stat Data. Paul Geesley from Relive It provided the streaming, and I was Thomas Stafford. John O'Rourke was beside me on co-commentary, and thanks for streaming in this evening. We hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend.